Hello Aries, Ashley here. We're going to do your reading for the week of January 10th through to the 16th. We're going to look at last week, this week, and next week. See what's coming in, what you've been experiencing, and what you might expect the energy to be over the next several days. We'll pull some tarot and then clarify to get some more detail. Heads up that I am opening up the calendar and I'm sick, so hopefully I don't cough throughout this whole reading. I've had this head cold that just won't go away. So, alright, I am opening up the schedule on the website for January. I might move some dates into February. We'll see. You can certainly contact me if that's something you're interested in via the email on the website. But if you're looking for either a personal reading or a healing session, you can check that out if you like. Alright, Aries for January 10th through the 16th. Let's look at last week, this week, and next week. What we can expect. Alright. Eight of Swords. Oh my. The Strength card. The Queen of Wands. Some strong fire showing up there in the form of Leo. Queen of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. The Hermit, and the Five of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. Goodness. Could certainly be kind of really focusing in on your own security, your own financial stability here. This could also be kind of guarded up energy. You can see how she's standing behind this fence and it's got all these padlocks and chains on it. Really kind of closed off from certain energies. So we're going to see what this is about. So last week, we just came out of that new moon in Capricorn. And so I'm using the Moonology deck to kind of give us an idea of how that moon in particular influenced your week last week. It's the new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. But you know what I'm getting from this? I feel like this is more about giving to yourself. You know, the sign of Virgo is very much about service, right? So there could be a lot of focus on what you're here to do. I mean, we do have the calling card showing up next week. So a lot of focus on your own like what you're supposed to be doing here, right? Like this mission work kind of energy. This could just be a career focus, like you're trying to maybe switch things up at work in the way that you have, you know, like your daily routine. This can also be about health, right? Virgo's about having a healthy routine when it comes to taking care of yourself. But with this Nine of Pentacles, also Virgo energy being your center card here, I feel like you're really trying to step into your own independence here. So while this is a card of giving to others, we can't do that from an empty cup, right? So I definitely get this feeling of you trying to really establish your own healthy independence so that you're able to go out there in the world and do what you need to do. Now that new moon in Capricorn is going to be very focused on work. That's what Capricorn's all about. We have the Eight of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. This could be a situation of feeling really stuck in a position. This Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. You know, maybe feeling stuck in a position because if you were to leave it, you feel like you would, you know, lose out on finances. You would lose some of that financial security that it provides. This can also be, when it comes to a love situation, being really kind of stuck in your head about a potential departure from a relationship or having been abandoned yourself. So I'm kind of getting more of a career feel, but you know, we always see the reading evolve as we go. So we're gonna see what we get. So we're gonna clarify and see what was going on last week. Now, of course, when you come to a tarot reading, looking back, it's not like you don't know what happened to you last week, right? You don't need me to tell you. But my whole point of doing that is, one, for you to kind of help to establish if this is your reading, right? This isn't going to resonate with everyone. But also, I feel like it kind of gives you a bigger picture view of what's really trickling into play here. And sometimes we can't see that because we're stuck living it. And there could also be things that come through in the past position that you weren't consciously paying attention to. So this can sometimes bring some more light to some events that took place. With the Eight of Swords, we have the Four of Wands. So it's kind of interesting because you're definitely mentally stuck here. But there's also this desire, this intense desire for freedom. The King of Pentacles. This to me looks like a marriage, a union, a long-term commitment here. With both the King and Queen of Pentacles showing up. We're going to look at this from both career and love, I think, as we go. So let me finish clarifying here, and we will do that. Queen of Pentacles gets the Seven of Wands. And the Eight of Swords. With the Five of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Ten of Swords. Oh, okay. So, when it comes to career, I think that there's this desire to have more freedom to grow, to perhaps even step into a leadership type of role. This can also be, you know, just kind of some worry about, you know, even if you were offered that leadership position or that promotion or that raise or whatever, there's something attached to it that puts you in your head. There's almost like a fear, perhaps, of kind of showing yourself off. You know, like the higher up you go, the more in the spotlight you are. So there can kind of be these fears that show up as a result of that. I definitely feel like there's this feeling of needing to protect your own resources. And so if this is about like wanting to move on, find some more freedom in a career elsewhere, there's this fear of that freedom. It's like you want it, but there's also potential consequences with that, right? Like when you take a leap of faith We don't know exactly what's on the other side. And I do feel like there's this... I do feel like there has been potentially an ending. So even if you've been contemplating moving on, I do feel like that ending happened. Or, I mean, this could even be the energy of being terminated or laid off. So, and then it feels like this long, slow wait in order to recuperate the finances that you need in order to continue to pay your bills and, you know, all that stuff, right? So, from a love standpoint, I do feel like there's potentially a situation here where the feminine in this dynamic, we have Taurus and Capricorn energy, but the Queen and King of Pentacles to me is a long-term relationship. I feel like the masculine here, even if he wants union, even if he wants to propose and take this to the next level, he's stuck in his head. The feminine here is really wanting to stand up for herself, but is also stuck in her head. So there's clearly been a lot of pain and chaos here because we have the Ten of Swords. So this is like betrayal, very difficult ending here. This can also be like really harsh arguments that have happened. And I do feel like someone here has been ousted in some way. I feel like this relationship came to an end. And I do feel like it's potentially because someone here was not contributing to the relationship anymore. And it could be that that happened as a result of spending so much time and energy and effort on the relationship that you failed to take care of yourself. And then you decided, I can't give to this anymore. So take that as it resonates. I do feel like there's potentially even this waiting energy. Let me clarify this Knight of Pentacles. Because somebody here is coming in with a pentacle, but it's been very slow. And perhaps it's this offer of commitment that you've been holding out for, Aries. Excuse me. But something did end here. We have the Queen of Cups. It's kind of like you intuitively know that even though this has ended and there's definitely painful feelings associated with it, it's like on an intuitive level, you know this person's eventually going to come forward and give you what you want and contribute, but it's been so slow. Let's see what's coming in this week. We have the Arrow. It says, surround yourself with protective energy. So your guard is definitely up, right? And which we saw with the Seven of Wands, the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is also an energy, you know, when we shoot an arrow, we're aiming for something. So you've got your mind pretty set on what it is that you want. And I think you're ready to take action to make that happen. We have Strength, Nine of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So you've spent some time kind of isolated from the situation or isolated from others. Really kind of looking at, you know, where you want things to go. What's calling to you within you. This whole reading is about your calling. And whether it's directly related to mission work or simply like your soul is screaming at you about this situation, it's kind of feels like this refocus energy. Like you're kind of trying to take what happened, put it in your back pocket, and focus more of your energy and like face your fears when it comes to establishing yourself as an independent individual here. So this could be entrepreneur work. This could be I've just gotten divorced and now I'm single and I have to get used to that again. So let's have a look. We have strength showing up, so that's some Leo energy. Virgo, you're showing up very strongly. I feel like in this Virgo energy, we've seen it several times here. And so again, this energy of really wanting to focus on what it is that you're here to do, especially if this dynamic that took place last week really, like you were really thinking about it, clearly, with this Eight of Swords. You're probably still thinking about things quite a bit with the Hermit. He can kind of overthink sometimes. But it's this focus on, like, okay, now what? Like, what the heck do I do now? If this didn't work out, now what, right? With the Strength card, we have the Sun, strong Leo, and the Page of Pentacles. With the Nine of Pentacles, we have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Wands. So you have some choices to make here as to what direction you want to go. Like, where do we point that arrow? And what's going to serve you and your own happiness moving forward. With the Hermit, we have the Queen of Wands, some more Leo again, and the Hanged Man. I would just be careful here, Aries, of getting stuck in this overthinking energy. It's showing up quite a bit here. It might actually prove helpful to take action in some way, even if that's just to go for a walk. With that arrow showing up there, I feel like that would perhaps help. Like, get out in the sun, even if it's winter, put on a coat on a sunny day and get outside. I feel like this week you're trying to really find the courage to make a choice about something, about the next step. You could certainly have someone showing up here. This Page of Pentacles, we talked about this Knight of Pentacles in the past, that you were intuitively knowing was going to show up. There could very well be an offer coming in here that is exciting and happy. Could also be an offer from a Leo, or someone that also has strong fire sign placements. This Queen of Wands is showing up in the future position, and it is also here with this Hermit. So for me, that's telling me that you're really reflecting on, like, can you step into the spotlight? And I picked up on that here as well with that Eight of Swords, like knowing that you have to kind of step into the spotlight and show people your stuff, you know. If this is career, I think you have some options. And it's just a matter of intuitively deciding here and not allowing fear or a lack of confidence to keep you stuck, because that is a potential this week. It's all over the place. There's like so much positive possibility here, but there's so much temptation as well to get stuck in indecision, get stuck in overthinking this. And it's like the more you overthink, the less confident you are, right? Because you're just analyzing it to death. So whether this is a new love offer coming in or a position showing up, some sort of communication here that maybe even feels too good to be true with that sun energy, this could really spark some excitement within you. And then immediately we have this, oh, I don't think I can do this. It's like too good to be true, and we're afraid to trust it. So be careful of self-sabotage or just keeping yourself stuck as a way of not making a choice here. Now in the future position, this is the frequency deck. We have calling, and it's a number 11. So this is an important week here. Something's been calling to you, and I think you know what it is, whether that's work, love, independence, needing to leave a past relationship. We have the Queen of Wands again. Sorry, I had a frog in my throat. 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. Yeah, it's like this energy of, this is a really exciting opportunity, but I'm terrified it's not going to work. And yeah, don't shoot yourself in the foot here, Aries. Like, this is clearly a message for someone. We're getting a lot of synchronicities between 5 different decks here. With the Queen of Wands, we have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, going into the unknown. It's like, what's awaiting me on the other side of this choice? We have the Empress. And what it's telling me is that by you making this decision and going for this thing that's calling to you, have the confidence to do this, there is nothing but growth and abundance on the other side. The 8 of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles. There's definitely, from a financial standpoint, this positive, like, rebirth here. So if you missed out on resources in the past, whether it was leaving a job, getting laid off, or leaving a solid relationship and losing money or security as a result, there's like this rebirth energy. And I think you actually step into more finances here than you would think. The 5 of Cups, we have the 6 of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this fear of like, oh, it's not going to work. This is a dream that I have, and I'm afraid to take action on it because, well, what if I get my hopes up and it doesn't work out? Yeah, we got to put an end to that if that's what's going on here. Time to step up, Aries. You're an Aries, right? Charge forward, head down, plow through this confidence issue. When it comes to love here, I think someone has come in with an offer. I very strongly feel like this is another fire sign. Could also be a Pisces. We've got a little bit of that coming in here. This water sign energy. Cancer, Pisces. And you have a choice to make of whether you're going to step out of this single energy and into this relationship here. When it comes to next week, with regards to love, this fire sign is coming at you strongly. They see you as their divine feminine. I think they're also aware that you may have left a relationship in the past. You've walked away from potentially a Taurus, and it was like in that moment they were like, okay, now it's my time. I get to like jump at this. Here's my opportunity. I kind of want to say for some of you, this person has been kind of peacocking, like really trying to impress you. Perhaps a lot of messages with this person. It might even come off as like either flirty or maybe kind of almost immature. Sometimes, like, you'll get a message and you're like, really? What are you saying to me? And I don't think it's disingenuous. I feel like they are just trying to impress you. I think they find you very impressive and they really are just showing off. You know how like the male birds do dances for the feminine birds in order to like talk them into mating and making a nest together? That's kind of what I feel this person is doing. This person's also aware that you've left a past relationship. And again, that's why they feel like they can jump in here and maybe take a shot with you and see if you'll work with them to build something with them. They feel very drawn to you. And you might actually find this person quite tempting as well, very attractive. They've got all this very light-hearted energy. You might actually be a little resistant because, one, you're not sure if it's going to work and you're not sure if you're ready to put the work in to something quite yet. I still feel like you're still having some pain about this past relationship that didn't work out. It's like you're still grieving that loss. And you might actually tell this person that. I also feel like this person could very likely be younger than you. And perhaps that is something that is holding you back here. You might feel like they have a very young energy. Even if they're not younger than you, they definitely have like the very childlike sense of wonder and excitement and energy about them. And that could also be kind of rubbing you the wrong way. I want to get more on this Knight of Swords here. Give me more on this Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Knight of Swords. We have the King of Cups. So we have the King, Queen of Pentacles. We now have the King, Queen of Cups. The Six of Wands. And the Two of Cups. So there's a serious soulmate here. Now, you're going to have to decide, because it's not completely clear to me, if the soulmate from the past is coming in to speak with you, or if this new fire energy is a new soulmate. They definitely want to have a victory with you, and they're coming in quick. So whoever is communicating with you next week, it could be this new person. It could be the past person. So take that as it resonates. Spicy. All right. Well, Aries, I hope you found that helpful. And you were able to take some advice from that to help guide you through the week of the 10th. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.